Hi, everybody. I'm George Salazar, and to me, theater is community.
Theater means to me diversity in every area.
Theater means everything to me. It's my life and will always be my life.
To me, theater is about community and unity and love and creating.
To me, theater is a real-life coming-of-age movie. It allows you to find pride in the essence of your true being.
To me, theater is a place where people who share similar passions can come together and find belonging through art and story.
To me, theater is a safe place where I can be myself and not be afraid to show what I love to do.
The theater community never ceases to amaze me, and I, for one, am honored to be a part of this community.
Go out and tell our story, let it echo far and wide. Make them hear you, make them hear you. How justice was our battle and how justice was denied. Make them hear you, make them hear you. And say to those who blame us for the way we chose to fight, that sometimes there are battles that are more than black or white. And I could not put down my sword when justice was my right. Make them hear you, make them hear you. Go out and tell our story to your daughters and your sons. Make them hear you, make them hear you. And tell them in our struggle we were not the only ones. Make them hear you, make them hear you. Your sword can be a sermon or the power of the pen. Teach every child to raise his voice, and then, my brothers, then will justice be demanded by 10 million righteous men. Make them hear you. When they hear you, I'll be near you again.
Hi everyone, my name is Hailey Kilgore, and some of you might recognize my face because I played Timoon in the Broadway revival of Once on This Island, and tonight I am so honored to be presenting Project Sing Out. That incredibly moving opening performance was done by R.J. Christian of North Carolina. He's currently studying theater at NYU, and he performed Make Them Hear You from the Broadway musical Ragtime. This pandemic has completely made Broadway go dark. Not just Broadway, but theater everywhere. It has been so moving to watch the community come together and support each other emotionally, mentally, and financially. As the daughter of educators, my heart immediately went to all of the high school students who had to ultimately leave their theater programs. A lot of the seniors will not be able to do their spring showcases, their spring musicals, or take part in their Thespian conferences. Now, theater is not just about putting on costumes and makeup and painting cool sets. Theater programs are really the foundation for a lot of students to help find their inner voice, their self-confidence. It helps them with social skills and leadership skills, ultimately. They're not just students. They are the next generation of leaders, both taking center stage and just in the world. If you are a part of a school that is in dire need of financial assistance, please visit the Education Theater Foundation website, and they will take incredible, incredible care of you. Now, something's gonna pop up right here, like, There it is. This is going to be coming up throughout the show. There is a link that will send you to projectsingout.org/donate. Or, and I'm 21, but somehow I didn't know this, you can text 76278 Project Sing Out, and you can send a donation via your cell phone. The Marina. Now you guys don't want to hear me talk anymore. Let's get into the show. I am so excited to announce our first speaker. She is someone who I have loved and admired since I was a little girl, Ms. Vanessa Williams.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Williams. I should be on the West End in City of Angels, but alas, I'm in my office in New York. What made me want to get into theater? Well, I grew up outside New York. Broadway was a train ride away, and my parents are both music teachers, so theater was something that was an extension of the creativity that I had growing up with. I got a chance to see amazing people on Broadway. And when I saw The Wiz and I saw Stephanie Mills singing as Dorothy, I said, wow, I want to do that. So I studied, took acting in high school, majored in musical theater in college, and that was all my steps to be on Broadway. I knew it was just an audition away. And I think that's what we all love about theater. It happens live in front of you, and it's never the same. And our next performer has played Jean Valjean and Marius in Les Mis. He's played the Phantom and Raoul in The Phantom. Please welcome West End's most wanted leading man, Ramin Karimloo.
Out of the ruins and rubble, out of the smoke, out of a night of struggle, can we see a ray of hope? One pale thin ray, reaching for the day. We can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but we can build a city of man. We may not reach the ending, but we can start. Slowly but surely mending, brick by brick, heart by heart. Now, maybe now, we start learning how we can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but we can build a city of man. When your trust is all but shattered, when your faith is all but killed, you can give up bitter and battered, or you can slowly start to build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but finally a city of man. a city of man.
Our next guest is a Drama Desk Award-winning actor who has appeared in 5 seasons of American Horror Story. Please welcome Jamie Brewer!
Hi, Jamie Brewer. You may recognize me from American Horror Story. When I was younger, I went to a variety of different stage plays, which started my passion to show who I am creatively. After high school, I joined the local theater, an all-inclusive theater. It was in a black box theater, where I got to do plays from comedy to dramatic, and a variety of plays, including musical. Theater can teach kids to be confident and positive, listening to yourself and to others, being accepting and accept others around you, and being inspired to pursue your passion.
Something's coming, something good. Our next performer is in the cast of both Ivo Van Hove's revival of West Side Story and Steven Spielberg's upcoming film adaptation. Her name is Ilda Mason, and she'll be dancing with Schizo Armadillo to Havana from Guys and Dolls.
Across the country, school theater programs are in danger. Between lost box office income from canceled shows and ever-shrinking education budgets, countless students stand to lose probably the safest haven and creative outlet that theater education can provide. So the Educational Theater Foundation is helping save these programs, but they need your help. Just $500 can save a school theater program from shutting down. $1,000 can start a new one from scratch. We owe it to our youngest generation to give them all of the tools they're going to need to succeed, especially now with the world in turmoil and future uncertainties. We need visionary leaders, we need creative problem solvers. We need active listeners and thoughtful communicators and compassionate, empathetic team players. We need theater education because we can train folks to be all these things. So please, give what you can.
Hi, my name is Brandon Victor Dixon, but you probably know me best as Judas from NBC's Jesus Christ Superstar. I've known that I was going to create theater from a very young age, and I was fortunate to go to schools where they understood the crucial importance of arts education. That arts education and experience I received, they gave me the confidence to excel in areas outside of the arts even, like academics and sports, and they also helped me to develop a deeper understanding of myself, my experiences, and the experiences of others around me. And that is why equity and inclusion in both artistic storytelling and artistic performance are vital, because homogeny in any arena limits us all. So remember, arts are a connector. They are the synthesis of the humanities, and STEM has no power without STEAM. Now, our next performer received a Tony nomination for her performance as Gloria Estefan. Please get on your feet for Ana Villafaña singing El Sueño Imposible.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go. Enmendar el error, amar con pureza y bondad, creer en un sueño imposible, con fe, una estrella alcanzar. And the world will be better for this. That one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
She has more Tony Awards than any other actor. He was most recently seen on stage as Satan in Jerry Springer the Opera. Here to talk about their careers and lives together are Audra McDonald and Will Swenson.
Hey there, I'm Will Swenson.
And I'm Audra McDonald. And we want to talk today about the power of passing theater down through the generations. We both come from theatrical families. We were both exposed to theater at a very young age. And it's been very important for us to pass our love of theater down to our children. And the most important thing we think about theater and its power to transform lives is that it needs to be an environment that is diverse and inclusive, because in doing so there is an incredible transformative power that theater brings. It brings everybody closer to their own humanity and to the humanity of others.
It challenges people. Forces people to examine themselves and their preconceived ideas.
And it can be a true place of communion for both the performer and the audience. I think of theater as a very sacred place. And the more diverse theater can be, and the more inclusive it can be, the more stories can be told, the more people we will see and know and learn to love.
And once we can get back on stage, we can't wait for that to happen.
Hi, my name is Demarius Copes. Some of you may know me from the national tours of Hamilton and Newsies, where I got to understudy Crutchy, and Mean Girls on Broadway, where I got to understudy Damien Hubbard, which was some of the most amazing experiences in my life because I was the first African-American male to understudy these roles. Our next guest has had to step into Lin-Manuel Miranda's shoes not once but twice, taking over roles in the Heights and Hamilton. Singing Somewhere from West Side Story, please welcome Javier Munoz.
There's a place for us, somewhere a place for us, peace and quiet and open air, wait for us somewhere. There's a time for us, someday time for us, time together with time to spare, time to look, time to care, somehow, somewhere we'll find a new way of living. We'll find a way of forgiving somewhere. There's a place for us, a time and place for us. Hold my hand and we're halfway there. Hold my hand and I'll take you there. Somehow, someday, somewhere.
To me, theater is the way of bringing people together.
To me, theater is sharing a honest moment with the audience in a fun and exciting way.
To me, theater is about showing the audience the bigger picture.
To me, theater is a shared experience between the actors and the audience where each performance can be completely unique.
To me, theater is empathy. It's learning to walk in somebody else's shoes, to see something from a different perspective.
To me, theater is about connecting us to one another through story.
To me, theater is the creative process.
To me, theater is storytelling that has the power to shape hearts and minds.
He's originated roles on Broadway in Allegiance and in Transit, and tonight he's joined by students singing All Good Things from Godspell. Telly Leung, everybody.
We plow the fields and scatter the good seed on the land, but it is fed and watered by God's almighty hand. He sends the snow in winter, the warmth to swell the grain, the breezes and the sunshine, the soft, refreshing rain. All good gifts around us are sent from heaven above. So thank the Lord, oh thank the Lord for all his love.
We thank thee then, O Father, for all things right and good, the seed time and the harvest, our life, our health, our food.
No gifts have we to offer, for all thy love imparts, but that which thou desirest, our humble, thankful hearts. All good gifts around us are sent from heaven above. So thank the Lord, oh thank the Lord for all his love. I really wanna thank you, Lord. I wanna thank you, Lord. Thank you for all of your love. I wanna thank you for love. I wanna thank you for love. Thank you for love. Thank you for love. Thank you, Lord.
Hi, I'm Peppermint from RuPaul's Drag Race and Head Over Heels, and I'm so happy to talk about what brought me to theater. I saw theater as a safe space from a very early age. I was always able to escape into not only the roles, but also to the sense of community. I think there are so many layered skills that one can attain in theater education that we don't always get in geometry. I mean, I'm a little biased, but theater education on the surface can give someone better skills for acting and performing. But really deep down, they are the community building, the communication, and the self-identity that people are able to pull out of that. I think a lot of, it's certainly not uncommon, at least for the people that I've met, to explain that they've sort of found who they are through performing. I would love for people to look at live theater as something that's so rare and so precious and so potentially life-changing that they seek it out, especially after the pandemic and after quarantine. Our next pair of performers are a mother and daughter who have both starred in Broadway shows. Whether it's nature or nurture, they are definitely doing something right in that family, honey. Performing No More Wasted Time from If Then, it's LaShans and Celia Rose Gooding.
Once upon a grad school, Beth met Orrin and he said, "My dear, you're kind, you're pretty, with a brain inside your head. I've got work out west, will you come with me if we're wed?" So off Beth went to Phoenix, full of champagne, cake, and dread. 12 years on, her hope had all but died. So she checked the wreck around her,
And with a big, deep breath, Beth cried. No more wasted time, no more standing still. I once would dream of building cities, and now I think I will. She said I'm done with life out west, and oh and well, we did our best, but I can't wait. No more wasted time, it's much too late. No more wasted time, no more time for doubt. You say you're not sure you're a hero, it's time you should find out. So say you've made a few mistakes, heroes know that's what it takes to find their way. So no more wasted time, not one more day. We've got no time for playing nice, there's only time for strong. We've got no need for good advice, we've listened far too long. It's gone too wrong. No more wasted time, no more holding back, no bowing low and asking nicely. We need a new attack. We're gonna run the whole damn place with some class and with some grace, and we'll do fine. No more wasted time, it's on the line. We've got no time for playing nice, I've got no time for playing nice. There's only time for strong. And now I'm strong. I don't need to tell you twice, you've waited far too long. I hope I won't go wrong. No more wasted time, no more holding breath, no hoping life will just get better. We've hoped it half to death, we've hoped it half to death. No playing for the perfect cause, life is short and life is hard, so I don't care how. No more wasted time, no more wasted time, no more wasted time, no more wasted time, no more wasted time. Starting now, now,
Hello, my name is Coleman Domingo. Some of you may know me from the Scottsboro Boys. Some of you may know me from Passing Strange. Many of you know me from AMC's Fear the Walking Dead and possibly HBO's Euphoria. This actor and choreographer has been on stage in Hamilton, In the Heights, and SpongeBob SquarePants. Whether he's uptown or down under the sea, he always makes a splash. Dancing to Sunday from Sunday in the Park with George. Please welcome my friend, John Rua.
Dot, why did you write these words?
They are your words, George. The ones you muttered so often when you worked.
Order. Design. Tension. Composition. Balance. Light. Dot. I cannot read this word.
Harmony.
Sunday.
So much love in his words. Forever with his colors.
On the green, purple,
How
red
George
grass,
looks
as we pass
He can look forever. What does he see? His eyes so dark and shiny, so careful, so exact. Made of flecks of light and
parasols, people strolling through the trees of a small suburban park.
White, a blank page or canvas, his favorite. So many possibilities.
Our next performer originated the role of Aladdin on Broadway and hasn't stopped stealing hearts since. Singing I Can Go the Distance from Hercules, it's Adam Jacobs.
I have often dreamed of a far-off place where a hero's welcome would be waiting for me, where the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and a voice keeps saying, this is where I'm meant to be. I'll be there someday. I will go the distance. I will find my way. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. When I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong. Down an unknown road to embrace my fate. Though that road may wander, it will lead me to you. And 1,000 years would be worth the wait. It might take a lifetime, but somehow I'll see it through. And I won't look back. I will go the distance, and I'll stay on track. No, I won't accept defeat. It's an uphill slope, but I won't lose hope till I go the distance and my journey is complete. But to look beyond the glory is the hardest part, for a hero's strength is measured by his heart. like a shooting star. I will go the distance, I will search the world, fearless, proud and strong. I don't care how far, I will go the distance. When I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong.
Okay, so now we're moving into one of my favorite and I'm so excited for this segment because we get to talk with theater educators. So I'm so excited to introduce Melody Hertzfield and Corey Mitchell. Thank you so much for joining us today. So I'm going to dive in with the most important question. Why theater?
I remember as a 9th grader when I took drama and just walking into the theater, and somehow I just knew these are my people. This is where I belong. And coming from a family of educators, it just kept going. That was a part of the extension, was performing and teaching and doing all of those things to stay connected to my people.
That so beautifully moved into my next question. Do you have a set list of core principles and values that you try to instill in your students before they graduate?
When I accept kids into my production class program, I spend more time having a very long talk with those incoming 8th graders or 9th graders that are coming to me saying, if you want to be part of a group, then this is the place to be. So they have all kinds of opportunities. If they're not on the stage, they're doing something backstage, or they're a supporting role, or they're choreographer, or they're writing, or they're directing, or they're, designing, whatever it is. And we're hoping, I think, that by the end of the 3 or 4 years that you're with us, that this is my hope, that you just come out a better person.
So moving into the now, I'm the daughter of 2 educators. And I just wanted to say directly to camera, I get a pretty close look at what this pandemic has done for a lot of teachers. To all of our educators, thank you. I don't know how you're doing it, but you're doing it. And it's not easy in the slightest bit. 1, how has it impacted you individually as educators? And 2, how has it impacted your relationship with your students?
When it first happened, there is that ask of are we coming back? Are we coming back? And as little by little, the hope starts to sort of dwindle with that. But there is still this spark that goes. And that is the beauty and the resilience of teenagers that sometimes we don't always acknowledge, is that there is, what was the lyric from Fame? I'm going to live forever and I'm going to learn how to fly. And so this thing is not going to be the thing that pulls me down and makes it so that I'm not going to have that ability to keep moving.
So my final question is about fundraising. I know a lot of schools produce shows to raise funds to keep the program going. That's kind of hard right now. So why is it important for people to donate to theater programs?
First of all, what's amazing is that at our school, we get no funding for anything that we produce on stage. None at all. Our kids fundraise, our kids pay production fees, they rent their costumes, we get donations of things. We get very creative in how we raise money. And the hardest part is having an understanding of that's a fact. It's going to be necessary to spend money to get a specific type of, creative result. You have to have money. Money is everything.
We have to encourage people to give. And I know that pretty much every theater company in this country right now is hurting. Every national tour is sitting somewhere with sets on a truck, okay, and all of that, Broadway houses shuttered right now. And the thing that we have to get back to is the humanity of what it is that sustains us. And so to sustain our humanity, it is important to continue to invest in the things that we find are important.
Those are beautiful responses. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, Melody and Corey, for doing this and for speaking with us.
Thank you.
Our student performances tonight come from members and alumni of the International Thespian Society, the 90-year-old honor society for theater students with 2.4 million members. Our next student is from the Northwest School of the Arts in Charlotte, North Carolina, Thespian Troupe 5634. Please welcome Hailey Thomas singing On My Way from Violet.
Before another sunrise wakes me, before another night is gone, I'll find out where this highway takes me. You know I've got to travel on. Left my troubles all behind me, back there when I climbed on board. Jordan River's where you'll find me. It's wide but not too wide to ford. And as I'm going along, I carry with me promises that can't go wrong. As I travel on, as I travel on my way. Left my troubles all behind me, back there when I climbed on board. Jordan River's where you'll find me. It's wide but not too wide to ford. And as I'm going along, I carry with me promises that can't go wrong. As I travel on, as I travel on my way.
Next, we have a duet from The Wedding Singer, performed by Jenna Ushkowitz from Waitress and Glee, and Navert Enrique, a graduate of Northwestern High School, Troop 32 in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and currently studying at Winthrop University. Take it away, y'all.
Waiting here underneath your window, waiting for some kind of sign. Every move, every tiny gesture only proves that you're not mine. I could write you 1,000 love songs, search the world for the perfect tune and rhyme, but what good would it do when it seems I'm out of time? If I told you all the words I've yet to say, would they matter, or would you simply turn and walk away? If I hold you, will you tell me I should go? Do I chance it, or would it just be better not to know?
Who's that girl with the perfect future? Her reflection says it all. Trying hard to pretend she's eager, searching for some way to stall. So unsure of the road she's chosen, faced with feelings her heart should not allow. One thing's certain, it seems as though she can't turn back now. If she can tell
turn and walk away. If I hold you, will you tell me I should go? Do I chance it, or would it just be better not to know? Would it just be better not to know?
What is so compelling about theater is that it is changing the lives of young people in a very positive way.
Theater gives students skills like collaboration, creativity, critical thinking, communication, accountability, and discipline.
The Educational Theater Foundation shapes the lives of children and teachers throughout America.
This arts experience will impact them socially, emotionally.
It definitely makes you more outgoing because theater is all about connecting with people.
I'm pretty much nervous about everything, but when I'm singing and acting, I don't feel nervous at all.
The Educational Theater Foundation is the philanthropic arm of the Educational Theater Association, home of the International Thespian Society, which has honored more than 2 million students since its founding in 1929.
So let the sun come streaming in.
It's changed my life. It's helped me become more confident in my own ability and my own voice.
Students that could benefit the most from theater are the least likely to have access.
I worry about my students constantly because I don't know where they're going to get their next meal. I don't know if they have heat when it's cold, or blankets, or a bed.
Nationally, only 28% of schools in high-poverty areas offer drama programs.
But a new program is changing those numbers and changing lives in the process.
ETF offers multiple programs, including Jumpstart Theater.
It takes schools that don't have a theater program and it gives them a jump start to then build their own program.
This initiative is actually changing the lives of students. One of them says the school musical motivated her to go to school even when her family was homeless.
Grants and scholarships.
All of us at the Educational Theater Foundation are thrilled to announce
you are one of 50 high schools who will receive $10,000.
And talent development, nurturing the next generation of artists and helping educators develop their professional skills.
They learned how to direct a musical so that these students could perform in their very first play.
It's not just building professional actors, technicians, stage managers, and artists. It's building better human beings.
Hi, I am Chita. It's a good name, isn't it? Chita. I can clearly remember being a tomboy when I was very young and having a lot of energy. Oh, by the way, I just hit my heart. And I wore it today because I wanted to wear my heart on the outside so that I give it to you. Anyhow, so 7 years old, and I was a tomboy, and I used to jump from the sofa to the chair, back to the sofa, and back to the chair. And my mother said, "Don't do that." And I said, "Okay." And I would jump. And one day I missed. So I went straight through the cocktail table that was in the way. And I didn't hurt myself, but I broke the cocktail table. And my mother decided then and there she had to save the house. So the only way she could save the house was to get rid of me. So she put me in a ballet school. And it was in my neighborhood. And it was a fabulous African-American woman from, Doris Jones was her name, from Boston. And I loved it. I was dedicated to it. And so that was my lifesaver. And a few years later, that Mr. George Balanchine from New York City Ballet sent down a scout. And so they picked out Louis Johnson and myself. And I suddenly started shaking my boots. And I looked at Miss Jones and I said, I'm so nervous. I don't even know if I can do this. And Miss Jones said, all right, you must do this. You must stay in your lane. Do not look left, do not look right when you audition. And I didn't know it, but I was auditioning for Mr. Balanchine. And this Mr. Balanchine is a wonderful circle, as is this day that I'm talking to you. It's a memory, and what we do with those memories is how we live our lives. Our next performer made history last year as the first actor who uses a wheelchair to win a Tony Award. Please welcome Ali Stroker singing Unnatural Woman.
Looking out on the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind. Your love was the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. When my soul was in the lost and found, you came along to claim it. I didn't know just what was wrong with me till your kiss helped me name it. Now I'm no longer doubtful of what I'm living for. If I make you happy, I don't need to do more. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. What you done to me, oh, you make me feel so good inside. And I just wanna be close to you. You make me feel so alive. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Oh, you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman, natural woman.
Up next, we have a dance from the Tony-nominated choreographer of Choir Boy and Once on This Island, Camille A. Brown, and Fred Astaire award-winning dancer, Catherine Foster.
You know our next performer from his film performances in the incredible films like Hotel Rwanda, the Oceans trilogy, and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But you might not know that he was also one of the original stars of one of my favorite shows, Top Dog Underdog, written by Susan Lurie Parks, at the Public Theater. Here to talk about his experiences in the arts, please welcome Don Cheadle.
It really all started really in elementary school with the teacher that in 5th grade, Barbara Althouse, who I did the first play I ever did with, and she was really cool and really kind of got everybody's beak wet into understanding what it was to be on stage and be in theater and what the magic of that was. But then it really, I think, got kicked off more, obviously, as I got older and learned more about it in high school with my next teacher, Kathy Davis. And she really introduced us to a lot of literature, a lot of playwrights, and also a lot of places to go, a lot of colleges to go after that, to pursue it, theater in school if you wanted to. I come from a very playful family and a very jokey family, and it's something that we were always doing. And I was like, oh, you can actually do this in front of people on stage and play a character and goof off and have fun and really, like, you know, I thought it was just something to have fun in, and then I realized, whoa, this is something magical. And once I had these great teachers that put me on the path, then it was sort of, you know, written that that's something that I was going to want to do. I think the intersection of activism and theater is all about the story, justice, and correcting a wrong. I think that has to be done through through storytelling, through compelling storytelling. That leads to action. At the heart of activism is the story. And what makes it, again, sustainable is the ability for that story to resonate and to echo and to continue to reverberate. And that's what theater does. That's the key. All right, our final student performance tonight comes from April Walker. She is a student from Amos B. Guide-By High School, Thespian Troop 1679, give it up, in Tallahassee, Florida, and she will be performing an original spoken word piece about the power of theater. That's why we're here. Let's go, April.
To me, theater is a painting, and all the many people are different colors. It is the beauty of being able to play someone else. Play the role, the part you've earned. Each character helps us grow. Without theater, life would be bland. Taking matters into my own hands, no. Taking matters into my character's hands. Theater is the showings of man, presenting us with life before our eyes. The lift from our smiles or the tears from our cries. Theater is a lifestyle that I choose to live, the painting that I choose to give. The vibrancy becomes you, they say. Watch the colors glow.
Hey, I'm Christiane Pitts, and you may know me from King Kong, Alive on Broadway. Today's students are growing up in a rapidly changing world. The problems they're facing and the opportunities they have are unprecedented. We need to make sure students aren't just learning the traditional hard skills, but also softer, more flexible skills like the 4 C's: critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. Fortunately, theater education develops all of these skills, setting students up for success in whatever field they choose to enter. Your donation to the Educational Theater Foundation helps ensure students from all backgrounds have the chance to learn and grow from studying theater. Thank you.
Up next, we have a treat. We have Joshua Castile from Deaf West Revival of Spring Awakening, and Antonio Cipriano, currently performing in Jagged Little Pill, performing Out There from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Take it away, gentlemen.
Safe behind these windows and these parapets of stone, gazing at the people down below me. All my life I watch them as I hide up here alone, hungry for the histories they show me. All my life I memorize their faces, knowing them as they will never know me. All my life I wonder how it feels to pass a day not above them, but part of them. And I hold forever out there where they all live unaware. What I'd give, what I'd dare, just to live one day out there among the millers and the weavers and their wives. Through the roofs and gables I can see them. Every day they shout and scold and go about their lives, heedless of the gift it is to be them. If I were in their skin, I'd treasure every instant out there, strolling by the sand. Taste of morning out there, like ordinary men who freely walk about there. Just one day and then I swear I'll be content with my share. Won't resent, won't despair, old and bent, I won't care. I'll have spent one day out there.
To me, theater is a welcoming community.
Theater to me is home.
To me, theater is life-saving. It's a chance to dream a better world into existence.
To me, theater is about belonging to something bigger than myself.
To me, the theater is endless possibilities for writers and actors and performers to share and express feelings and ideas with audience members, which lead to social change and making the world a better place.
To me, theater is a family who has always been there for me and accepts me for who I am.
To me, theater is a place where I can be myself and do what I love.
To me, theater is an escape. I get to be a different person every time I'm on stage.
To me, theater is where I belong.
Theater to me is a place where I can have fun, and I have learned how to escape into a character, which has helped me get rid of anxiety that I have faced.
To me, theater is this crazy family of storytellers who get together every night and try to shine a light on the human heart.
To me, theater is a dialogue between the performer, the musician, and the community. It tells us who we are and who we can be.
Our nation is at a cultural crossroads. We have an incredible opportunity to reshape our world into one that is more inclusive, more compassionate, and more just. That's why I'm here, to ask for your help to make that happen. Because theater education isn't about making kids better actors, it's about making them better humans. It's about letting them feel seen and making sure they know it's okay to take up space. That's incredibly valuable for any kid, but especially meaningful for those in communities that are often overlooked. Black kids, kids of color, kids without an socioeconomic advantage, LGBTQ kids. As we begin to rewrite the story of who we are as a country, we need to make sure that people from all walks of life feel empowered to write that story, to tell it, and to be the star of that story. Everyone needs the skills that theater education develops. Think about this. Doctors need a bedside manner. Lawyers need to be able to confidently address a courtroom. Business owners need to adapt to unexpected challenges while still making sure the show goes on. And all people, regardless of who they are or what they want to do, need to be able to communicate, to listen, and to connect with each other. Yes, have that human connection. Now, with your help, the Educational Theater Foundation can make sure future generations not only have the tools to dream big, but also to realize those dreams for themselves and for the world around them. Thank you.
Did you guys enjoy the show? I really hope you did. I just wanted to come on and say thank you so much to our student performers and our professional performers who so selflessly joined Project Sing Out. I also wanted to take a moment to thank my incredible creative team who worked day in and day out. Thank you to Yael Silver, who took on this incredible producer role. I did not do this by myself. This whole team worked so incredibly hard, and I'm so grateful. I really hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please do not forget to donate at projectsingout.org. Have a great night. Stay safe.
And she stands against the lightning and the thunder.
And she shelters and protects us from above. And she fills us with the power and the wonder of her love. And this is why we tell the story. Why we tell the story. Why we tell the story. Why we tell the story.
If you listen very hard, you'll hear her call us
To come share with her our laughter and our tears. And as mysteries and miracles befall us through the years, we tell the story. We tell the story.
Life is wide, pain is wide,
Love is wide.
grief is wide.
Hope is wide. Faith is wide. You are why we tell the story. Why we tell the story. Why we tell the story. Why we tell the story.
So I hope that you will tell this tale tomorrow. It will help your heart remember and relive.
It will help you feel the anger and the sorrow.
And forgive.
For out of what we live and we believe, our lives become the stories that we weave.
There is an island where rivers run deep, with a sea sparkling in the sun, lands with the name Jewel of the Antilles, an island where the poorest of peasants labor and the wealthiest of grandsons play. And on this island, we tell the story.
We tell the story.
Education has allowed me to envision my full potential and the fulfillment of even my most ambitious endeavors. Because of our fellow theater teachers, a lot of us are able to feel secure in our own skin and use that courage to expand our knowledge and skills everywhere.
To me, theater is a way to circle back and find myself again in the midst of loss.
To me, theater is a diverse and welcoming community.
To me, theater is how I invoke my ancestors.
To me, theater is where we teach the world to listen with empathy.
To me, theater is a driving force in my life.
To me, theater is a second family.
Theater is where I like to go to be challenged in my beliefs,
in what is real, what is true, what is possible.
To me, theater is an escape.
To me, theater is a masterclass in empathy.
To me, theater is home.
Theater to me is a way to discover new ways, new worlds, new visions, and new dreams.
Theater to me is inspiration.
To me, theater is the mirror of truth.
To me, theater is about being a role model for those who are underrepresented.
To me, theater is striving. Striving to grow, striving to excite, striving to learn.
To me, theater is the opportunity and the responsibility to confront and to challenge and to celebrate what it is we consider our stories.
To me, theater is a safe space where you do not have to hide who you are.
For me, theater is a place where I can tell a story and give a voice to those who have none and have a great time while doing it.
To me, theater is about finding the opportunities and the obstacles.
To me, theater is a community looking to inspire others and change lives.
To me, theater is a place of learning and growth.
To me, theater is the opportunity to learn about different perspectives.
To me, theater is a safe environment for self-discovery and growth.
To me, theater is a place where I feel most like myself, and it's a place where I feel full and complete.
To me, theater is freedom. Freedom to say whatever I want to say, to do whatever I want to do, to be whoever I want to be.
To me, theater is a family who has always been there for me and accepts me for who I am.
To me, theater is a place where everyone is accepted and our differences are celebrated.
To me, theater is a loving community.
To me, theater is a place where I feel excited, bright, and bubbly.
To me, theater means to be who you truly are.
Theater isn't just about one person, it's about everything and everyone that makes that production one for the books.
To me, theater is a place to learn, grow, and gain new perspectives on the world around us.
To me, theater is a safe sanctuary that I turn to when life gets hard.
To me, theater is a way to connect to people all around the world, and you will never be alone.
To me, theater is a way to express myself in an artistic way.
To me, theater is inclusivity and a family for all.
To me, theater is about telling our stories.
To me, theater is an outlet that allows me to express myself through creativity on stage.
To me, theater is the most beautiful and important art form of all time.
Theater is and always will be the language of the oppressed.
Theater to me is an intricate puzzle that I get to sit down with every day and try and put together.
To me, theater is the truest form of expression and one of the best ways to experience all different walks of life.
To me, theater is about community and hard work.
To me, theater is a mirror that's held up to society, and it helps us as a society learn and grow and change.
Theater is being able to get in front of hundreds or thousands of people and being able to tell someone else's untold story.
Theater is life-changing, life-saving, and revolutionary.
To me, theater is a place where I am at peace.
To me, theater is essential. It provides community, joy, empathy, togetherness, community, creativity, fun, and humanity.
To me, theater is hope.
To me, theater is the oxygen that breathes life into storytelling.
To me, theater is a lifestyle.
To me, theater is the source of all healing.
To me, theater is finding your voice to stand up for what is right.
To me, theater is representation. It's being able to look on a stage and see someone who looks just like you.
Theater to me is telling stories from the heart and passing them on to the next generation.
To me, theater is quiet revolution.
To me, theater is the confidence to be myself.
To me, theater is liberation. Whenever I feel like I can't be myself elsewhere, I can always be myself on stage.